Hey guys, and welcome to this crazy edition of Kitten's Corner. Today we're going to put together a cuddle baby. This is my very first cuddle baby, but let me tell you why I'm actually making it. Because I have children that come over, I have my grandkids that come over, both girls, and so they both want to play with my reborns, which is which is cool because I could teach them how to actually handle reborns, silicones, etc. But I find that they are a bit rough with them, and it scared me because I don't want them to hurt my upper end reborn babies and tear them up because it would be something they didn't mean to do. But beyond the fact that I actually do reborns, it would be inexpensive to fix otherwise. Ooh, I got the wild hair going. Okay, this is why I push my hair back. Okay, but anywho, so I said I'm gonna make them a cuddle baby. They can be rough, a little bit more rough with it, and I won't worry about it. So I said this is gonna be a real cheap endeavor. It is not a cheap endeavor. I bought the body from Irresistibles. Dun, 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 dun. And as you can see, I've already got started, and I'll tell you what's the story behind that. We are going to finish putting this baby together on this video, but I had to learn how to do a cuddle baby. I didn't realize that there were steps that had to be taken, and so I bought the cuddle body. This was 20, I think $25 rounding it up. And then after much searching on lovely YouTube, of course I knew I had to get the stuffing, so I have the stuffing. I did not know about this, which is pellets. So my very cheap, quick project was quickly turning very expensive. This is $33 worth of pellets. Ouch. But it's not a lot of pellets. So I'll be using this. And I actually bought 2 containers because I like the way it feels on the cloth. And I'm thinking I want to switch out and put the pellets on the inside of the baby instead of the glass beads, because the glass beads move a little funny to me, but I'm going to give it a go and see what it feels like. So I have everything staged to finish this baby, and the reason I did this is because, let me try to scooch out closer without losing the phone. Whew, thank you. Alright, so the reason I'm making this video is because I went back 10 years of YouTube looking for someone doing a cuddle baby. I even found videos on them making the body itself, but I found probably 5 videos on what people do for their cuddle babies. Of course, everybody does something different, and that's of course how I found out about the pellets. But no one told me, and it's the first time I had ever heard of that they come with open bodies like this. So the one thing I'm extremely not good at is the one thing I'm gonna have to crash course learn. And since I couldn't find a video where someone was actually sewing the baby, I decided to make a video of me actually doing the cuddle baby from filling it and so on and so forth. So I thought it'd be a nice little thing to do. I have everything I need for it. I actually, like I said, I got everything staged so it wouldn't, for time sake. So I pulled out a whole lot of the beads. Of course, I won't use this much. I tried to use the funnel. Unfortunately for me, the funnel and I did not get along. So, because the beads, of course, are bigger than the glass beads. So, of course, when I have glass beads, I have to fill them with glass beads. The funnels are going to come in handy, but for this thing, I had to improvise. This is literally half of a plastic Easter egg because I don't have like plastic cups or what have you. I have mugs, and I have glass cups, no plastic cups, except for the little hard square ones that I had bought in sets for the kids, and they were not going to work. So what I'm doing now is I am attempting to, very poorly, but attempting to fill this baby's limb up with these little pellets. And I don't know how close I can get the pellets so you can actually see them. But yeah, these work really well. Like I said, they move really well. Glass beads. I also was thinking about putting the glass beads in, but one of the artists made a valid point. Glass beads, because this is cloth, they could work their way through the cloth, maybe. And plus, I'm kind of in agreement with them. I don't like the way it feels on the cloth, and to have it kind of like rolling around in the cloth. And I am not really getting them in. I'm making a mess a little bit, but that's to be expected. I did so much better off camera. And plus the arm is smaller, so there's that challenge. The opening for the leg is way bigger. Not exactly sure whose genius idea that was, but they did make the arm better. I got a groove now. Let's go. But anyway, they made the leg way bigger, so you really have more room to kind of manipulate your little thing. Of course, you can use a made funnel, or so that you can make it as wide as you feel you need it. And you can try to funnel yourself. I'm pretty sure they make bigger funnels, but the ones that I found at the Hobby Lobby, it was the hole is really small. So I'm pretty sure I saw one with the cup as well. I didn't see it when I went to Hobby Lobby. Pretty sure it's there. I just have to find it wherever it is in Hobby Lobby. If you've ever been to Hobby Lobby, you know it's massive. And I was trying to be independent and look for it. I did end up breaking down and asking where even funnels were, and was sent to the bakery department, and that's where I found the funnels that I ended up getting. I don't have them with me right now, or will show you, but they're really tiny. And I was thinking, well, this is cool because I don't need a long spout. I just need it to pour out. Okay, we're almost full. It's really a quick process. It doesn't take that long. And we have to do this course till it's full to where you want it. Now, unlike glass beads, though, the word of warning or what have you, is the pellets are definitely lighter. So if you want, like that big old bag that I just showed you was only 6 pounds. Whereas if that was glass beads, it would have probably been about 20, if not more. But it depends on what you're looking for. Plus, I am, like I said, making this for little children. So one is 5 and one is 1. So they definitely don't need a heavy baby anyway. And if you don't really like your baby's heavy, you know, this will probably be a better way to do the same thing, so you can get weight and etc., but without having a whole lot of having it being too heavy. You can get it full as you want without making it be too heavy. I said that totally wrong. I'm sorry. Now, what you do next, what they did at this point was clip that close, and it looked to me, I'm not sure exactly what it's called, so forgive me, but it looked like they used a miniature bread thing and clipped it closed, but so they had them all closed. And what was really frustrating, like literally 10, 15 videos in, from way back from 10 years ago all the way up to recent time, I think probably about a few months ago, everyone filled up the limb. Everyone showed you how to put a little bit of English today. Be really great. How to put polyfill in again. You're trying to fill it to where you want it, because, and it's very important, this step is very important, mainly because you don't get a second chance unless you cut this door open, because now our next step is going to seal the fate, literally. So I put in enough polyfill where it feels kind of tight, but not really. Definitely going to sweep this floor before my little 1-year-old comes, because there's little pellets on the floor. And so, alright, so once you get it stuffed, like I said, most of the videos ended here, which was really frustrating because this step, that step I just did was easy. The next step was the step I was trying to find out how to do. And so I'm going to do the step right now, and that is sew this baby together. Okay, so you have it closed like that, stuff like that, and I'm literally assuming they want you to make to fold the ends in, and start your sewing. I have already taken the liberty of stringing the needle because I can't see, but I do have the needle strong. And if you remember me putting together the Gabriella kit, yeah, it took me quite a few minutes to find the hole for the needle. So I'm going to try to put it where you can see, but it's simply taking the baby and sewing her, or him, whichever you're having. I'm probably making a whole lot of people who actually know how to sew freak out with my sewing methods, but this is what works for me. Take your time. It's not a hurry. It's really, I was kind of pleasantly surprised. It didn't take long to do it at all. I make sure you don't have any stuffing poking out, and just continue around. Continue around. I hope everyone is having a great day. I hope everyone is having fun with their dolls and getting out a little bit more and catching you guys up. I have to, oh goodness gracious, okay, the little piece got caught. Okay, but anyway, catch y'all up on my medical thing. They're going to try another test. So instead of having a surgery, they are going to try putting Novocaine in there and see if that spot goes numb. If the spot goes numb, they know exactly where the spot is, 1, and 2, they can do a non-invasive method to getting me back to some sort of normalcy as far as pain management and stuff like that. So hopefully the Novocaine will work. Now the doctor says you're probably only going to feel good for about 3 or 4 hours, but imagine hurting for so long and feeling good even for an hour, to like get off the table after the little procedure is done and walk around and not hurt. It would be amazing to do that, because I haven't had a pain-free day in probably 7 months. And that's not complaining, that's just my life right now. So to have the threat even that I'm going to, in this test, have a day where 4 hours of that day, up to 4 hours of that day, I'm pain free. I'm excited. It's probably the best news I've heard in quite some time. So fingers crossed, that's what's going to happen. And then if it does numb the pain, they'll do it again to make sure they hit it. And then they will have to do the invasive part and burn off those nerves. The doctor said that it's not going to last but about maybe a few months. But a few months of not hurting is, again, encouraging. So as you can see, getting back to the doll a little bit, we got it closed up. Told you it wouldn't take that long. But like I said, this is the part no one took a video of, which was very stressful because this is technically the part I was trying to find when I realized that I had to sew this little doll together. I was like, oh no. Sew with a real needle and thread? Oh my goodness. I am so in trouble. But yeah, so finding no video, so was very disheartening. So I made one for you guys because it's very kind of part of the step you need to know. What you cannot avoid is some kind of a lift because of the way that, because you're sewing it in outside first instead of which the traditional way to sew is to flip whatever you're sewing inside out, sew it up, and then flip it outside right again, and it'll just look seamless. Well, which is one of the things I do know about sewing, so I do know that part. But if you could flip this doll inside out, there would be no point of them having it pre-together, which is their point was, hey, your baby's already together, all you gotta do is sew a little, fill it up and sew a little hole. So, probably not as good as the pimple popper doctor with my knotting, but we are definitely done with that part. Yay, didn't take very long. I will take my needle and put it up. I got my little baby scissors. So the next part we have to do is finish stuffing her. I've already taken the liberty of putting a pound of beads in her little body because like I said, do want her weighted a little bit, even though her weight is, she's smaller, so she's not going to be extremely heavy anyway. But I do want, when you pick her up, you know that you're picking her up. Same goes for her head. So we are going to put glass beads in her head real quick. My next endeavor, of course, is going to be firstly showing you my surprise reborn doll. This video kind of jumped ahead of that one. So, but we definitely get that video on in the next day or so because I'm biting at the bit to show you. But when I got all the stuff, I literally got the bodies at the same time I got the doll. So that tells you I got the doll from Irresistibles. But I really got them both at the same time. And yeah, like I got, so I'm very excited about that. Alright. Stuffity stuff. This is the stuffing part that you have to do to get your baby right. And she's sitting up really nicely. You don't want to overstuff her, even though with this body, even if you stuff her to the max, you don't want too much because we got to get her head in too. But they made the limbs where they can move very freely, which is awesome. Okay, so we're going to put our baby this way. We're going to pull the head this way. I'm going to turn it away because I don't want you to see the face just yet. We got our little, okay, first we're going to put a little more stuffing in her head. I have already glued her hair in. I did root her hair. I actually was going to make her bald, but I got the hair from Bountiful Baby, and I owe Bountiful Baby an apology because what I thought was not a lot of hair obviously was plenty of hair. It was plenty of hair to do her head, and there's still hair left over. So if you don't know how to put glass beads in the head, you put the stocking in first use the nape of the head, the neck rather, as an opening. And we got our glass beads here and our handy dandy scissors that we've used before in this video. And cut a hole. We do not want to fill her up. We just want to weight her. So what I do, so I can know how much she actually is going to weigh, is I go ahead and I hold her and I start the filling process until she feels good on my hand. Okay, I may have put too much stuffing in there already because I'm overzealous with the stuffing part. Okay, I definitely put too much stuffing in her. Okay, technical error. All right, hold your glass beads a minute. Definitely put too much stuffing in. Can't even get the glass beads in. Push down, see if I can get a little bit more glass beads in. I don't want her heavy anyway, but oh yeah, she's already starting to feel heavy. Nice. I'm definitely sure I don't want it a pound. That's going to put her at about 3 or 4 pounds. And for a little kid, that's going to be, believe it or not, a lot of weight. And we could just shake her. The glass beads are going to push it down. We'll give her one more shot of beads. Half a pound should be pretty good. She does already have, like I said, I've already glued her hair in. And she already has a magnet pacifier in. Because the kids like to do the pacifier thing. Also, they like to play like there's a bottle involved. So I'm trying to get another false bottle with the milk and stuff in it. I had one before. I gave it away with one of my box openings for one of my buyers. Let me see. Oh, that feels great. Okay, your pacifier just fell out of the mouth. Blech. That's a good test to make sure it goes back on. Went back on, yay. Okay, so after you fill the stocking, I advise you to get the thicker stockings. You take it, and if I can do it in one fell swoop, you tie it in a knot. That way, when your buyer, if your buyer is a reborn artist or works on dolls too, when they open it, they won't get glass beads everywhere, and they can fill it up if they want to. So back to the mohair. This is my first successful time rooting mohair, and I'm very excited about it. That's why I said to take back what I said about Down for Baby, because I did an awesome job with their hair. It's an awesome quality. It's super soft and all that kind of great stuff. And because of Ansley, the new doll that I got, I actually have the stuff to take care of her hair. So I'm excited about that as well. Okay, I slid some stuffing in just then, and it slid to the back with no problem. So we need to put more stuffing towards the back. And we're not worried about her cheeks. And this is the other reason we didn't want to put a lot of glass beads into, because as you can see, her head is taking a lot of stuffing as well. But we want to make sure her cheeks don't give. Alright. To keep her face still a secret. And turn her this way real quick. Okay, so I took the liberty of also staging I'm gonna say it in a minute. A regular reborn, or a regular doll, rather. Okay, I'm gonna have to force to show you her face so I can tie this. So this is the reborn I made for my grandkids. It's a cuddle baby I made rather for the grandkids. Hopefully they like her. And while she's not dressed, I can tell you her downsides for me is, and her biggest downside, of course, is the fact that she has no arms and legs. I'm a visual person, so her not having arms and legs is really kind of a hard pass for me. Just simply because the arms and legs to me kind of make the doll. Take a little passy off real quick so you can see her face. Oh, you can't really see it. Let me see if I can hold her. Gotta support her head now because she's weighted. But that's her little face. And you see she's trying to rock forward because she's definitely heavy now. Okay? And this is one of my vinyl dolls with the body and stuff. And this is kind of why I like, because I like looking at the little hands and holding the little hands and holding little feet and everything and all that kind of good stuff. And this little sweet pea is sleeping and looking all cute and everything. Alright, so now that we have her made, we're going to get her dressed real quick and I'll be back after I get her dressed to show you how she turned out. Alright guys, we're back and we're finishing getting her dressed in her very cute little sleeper. That's the downside about these babies, is that that's pretty much all they can wear. And you have to fold the little arms in. So you have not fold the arms in, but fold the little pre-made mittens in. You can also just get them a mittens. Got this cute little one from the Walmart. Gotta support her head now because it's heavy. And I got this one from the Walmart. I did forget to, okay. And I like them because they zip downwards, which is really nice, you know, for a real baby. Luckily it happened off cam, but we had a fight trying to get this thing over her head. This is a size newborn. The body was for 17 to 18, and I think it fits her very well. I think my little grandbabies are gonna be really happy. Now I'm going to drum roll, show drums, please, show you the more hair that I did. I know, and it's like really. Hold on, let me adjust the cam. It looks really wild. But watch this, guys. First of all, this is the stuff, if you can remember from the other video, she gave me. And remember, it's glued in. Little spritzy spritz. Not a lot. Definitely don't need a lot. I learned that the hard way last night. And your baby brush. When I rooted it, I used a very soft toothbrush, because you really need to be very gentle. I already cut it with the scissors you saw earlier. But I am so pleased with how pretty it turned out. So you see, break your back to pat yourself on the back. Break your arm to pat yourself on the back. Put a little bow in on this side. And we have to keep her balanced. We're going to turn her. So she can put a little bow on this side. Now, mohair 101, I probably would give myself a B. But I did achieve the directional rooting. It's not tangled. It's not pushed together. It doesn't look like she's got a heck of a amount of hair, and none of it makes sense where it's at. So for that, I gave myself a little B. But that's my baby. That's the new baby in the nursery. And I hope that you found this video very helpful. And you see how she feels on it. Oh wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting her to feel this good, but she feels really good. So if you like, if you just into the weight and putting them into little sleepers or what have you, this is going to be a great baby. As a starter, I would not recommend it as a starter baby, just simply because, like I said, there was a lot of money involved. But for the first time, it was really a lot. If you're not planning on spending that type of money to just have one cuddle baby, then maybe not. But if you are intending on having 2 or 3 or 4 cuddle babies, this is a great start. The only thing that you will have to spend a lot of money on after you get the initial, the beads, the glass beads, which you're going to need anyway if you're into building dolls. But if you, by the time you get all that, then the only thing you have to pay for per doll would be their face, if they're in their eyes, if their eyes are open, and of course the body itself. And I haven't seen Bountiful Babies prices, but Irresistible does sell them. I don't want to say McPherson because I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure if they sell babies, they probably do sell them. So those are the 3 places you can get them from. They do come in different sizes. I don't know how I would feel about a bigger cuddle baby, But therapeutic wise, this little darling would be just perfect. And to teach someone how to hold a baby gently, I would have you, because her head is heavy. And you could have a lot of fun with this little fella. Alright, guys, thank you for joining me for this cute little mission and this cute little girl. And I will try to think of her a cute little name. Or, like I said, 5-year-old namer. And if I do, she's going to have a weird name. So just bear with us on that. And she is the baby of the video and the other little one I showed you. Though the significance to both of these babies are they are my very, 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 very last overseas kids. And just simply because of when I tried to do her, and the reason she even got chosen to be just a cuddle baby for the grandkids is that she literally started turning green. And it was some bad chemical reactions. And that's the other reason why I kind of want to get into air dry instead of heat set to begin with. But I'm glad it happened on a doll that didn't cost me a lot of money over a doll, over a $200 doll, which I don't think they sell $200 dolls. So, even though I do have some projects that I'm going to do with the Genesis heat set, I am going to still, my main goal is to graduate finally into air dry. So, that's the significance of this little baby and him. But again, y'all have a great night, and we will, or day, depending on when you see this video. We'll see you next time. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. You never know what you're going to find on my channel. Bye. Say bye. Bye.